Today I'm going to try and make a mould for the side marker lens on the Starlet. Those are a very hard part to find, and when you can find them, they're normally not in great condition. They are usually all part of the assembly, so there's normally a backing plate on them. I have one for each side. Managed to get the passenger side, which I damaged just the lens, so I didn't have to go taking it apart myself, and the driver side I had a good one that I was able to take apart without damaging anything too badly. I've just finished making up the casing for the side marker lens. So you can see there, the outer walls are perspex. This is the lens, and it's on a bed of modelling clay to create the relief, which will later be pulled out, and I'll cast the other side of the mould after this side has fully cured. It's my first time doing anything like this, so this is kind of a trial run. Hopefully it will work out. But I might need to redo this side again. The good thing about the modelling clay is that it doesn't go off, and you're not going to lose the original part from this, because the silicone rubber is quite flexible and should just pop out of it once it's cured fully. I have all of the edges glued up just using a hot glue gun, and hopefully now it's going to hold all in. So for making this mould, I'm using Mould Star Platinum silicone rubber, just smooth on product. So it's a 1:1 mix ratio for that. To reduce the possibility of any small bubbles in the silicone, I'm going to leave it in the pressure pot for 6 hours at 60 psi. Not quite sure exactly how much I'm going to need for this, so I'm going to mix 600 ml, and then if I need any more I'll mix that very quickly at the end. Okay, so put the part into the pressure pot now, so it needs 6 hours to cure at 60 psi. There was a little bit of a leak down in the corners. Hopefully that will be okay, and if not, it's a trial. I'll do it again. So while I'm waiting for the mould to cure on the lens, I got a chance to go down and collect the 3D print of the indicator housing yesterday, and so I made a small mistake when I was modelling it. However, I measured the original. I was 4 millimeters off. I don't think it's due to shrinkage of the the PLA from the 3D printer. I think it's my own mistake. So I need to go and adjust the model, just make it 4mm longer, and move the 2 holes that were affected 4mm as well. But I don't know if it will show up on the video. So like the inside surface of these housings turned out very nice. The back surface not so good, but they are this is where all the support was on the print. So there's a little bit of work to be done on the back side of it, but it's not far off. Once I adjust the size, like, it's completely usable at the minute. Just that once the 4mm is added on again, so that the lens can fit inside of that low section on the surface. One other thing that was just slightly off is I need to make this hole just a small bit bigger, and for each of these tabs on the light fitting, I need to make their holes just a little bit bigger so that they can go in fully, be able to lock them in place. But they do fit in as is. You could probably glue them in. That's not what I want to do. I want to be able to remove them without having a lot of difficulty. They are very strong as well. I've given them a squeeze, and they don't seem to crack or break handy, which is it feels about the same as the original. I've just also noticed 2 small pockets right in here where I need to add a bit of material to the model, just so that that's not going to end up being a weak spot in the final print. So all in all, the new housings that I've made look to be very, very good quality, considering it takes about 1 hour to print. Relatively low cost as well, when you're considering how short a runtime, just a few minutes of setup, a little bit of fine tuning just to get the surfaces looking nice on front and back. The first half of the silicone mould is now cured. I left it overnight in the house just to get enough heat to fully cure it. When I took it out of the pressure pot after 6.5 hours, it was still kind of sticky, so it was a little bit too cold out in the shed. So what I need to do now is take out all of this modelling clay. I'm going to just pull off those little bits of silicone that I've spilled out as well, and then I'll just put the clay into a container, and that can be used again for another one. So I got all the clay out of the master part, and unfortunately I pulled that out as well. It should go back in. The only problem is I don't know how well it's going to seal up against the edge, but I need to clean off all the clay residue anyway. So I have everything ready for the next the next half of the mould. I don't think it's going to work out the way I wanted to, since the master came apart, so it's not really held in position, but I'm going to do it anyway just to try and get used to the process. Yeah, if anything it's going to be just trying to figure out how to do it better next time.